It is crazy how such a game in such a classic overused but ambitious genre can bring me such excitement. There looks to be so much to it, so many gameplay features, so many little details here and there that brings this new game to a whole new level, and thanks to IGN, all credits goes to them for this gameplay preview, we are now able to see what this ambitious open world survival game will bring to the table. This is Sons of the Forest, a highly anticipated game that's coming to PC and consoles a little bit after, and the new details that we have received today sound and look amazing. I don't want to overhype or clickbait anyone here, but it does look like a special game. So let me summarize it all for you what we've been given from IGN, and there is a lot of great details here. First of all, Endnight Games, which are the developers, will be giving you a little bit of a deja vu feeling right at the very start of the game. You and your squad of elite soldiers are sent to retrieve a truly important billionaire that has disappeared on this weird island. But of course, things take a quick turn and you crash land on it. Only you and your elite soldier AI friend Calvin have survived this crash, or if you decide to play co-op, well, it will be up to 7 players online on this crash. Just like the original game did, you will have to start from the very beginning from scratch in building yourself a house and finding the story and its secrets out in this massive open world that is 4 times bigger than the first one. What's different than this same starting point though is absolutely everything else. It said there are many unique tribes wandering the world, and some that hate each other and can sometimes start wars by themselves or created by yourself. You also have an absolute ton of new opportunities for building, including building yourself a whole village with NPCs and friends protecting it. You can find yourself some actual firearms, you can find tons of secrets and little quests, and the most surprising thing of all, you now have an AI that can accompany you. Well, in the beginning you have one AI, but as you continue the story or simply explore the world, you'll be able to find more AI friends, and each has its own qualities, strength and weaknesses. In the end, you'll be able to have a ton of AI protecting your bases and doing the things for you, or just exploring with you. This right here is game changing for survival games and completely changes the experience of Sons of the Forest. The first AI friend you'll have is Calvin, and Calvin, like the many other AIs you'll have later on, well, for example, you'll be able to send him off to find resources for you, whether it be a massive pile of logs to build your base, plants for various health boosts and problems, and other things to find while you are doing your own things. So after a long day of exploration, you might come back to a tired and thirsty Calvin that has worked all day to bring you wood and all the things needed for your base. You can also bring him with you on your adventures, so he can help you in battle and in stressful moments. That's the surprising thing about these AIs, is that they're not just here to be your slave. Every AI has its own personalities and behavior. Calvin will sit down to rest when he gets tired and seek water when he's thirsty. He'll also become upset if you treat him poorly, which makes him less productive and thus decreases his value as a companion. And if one day you decide you're not interested in having a friend in this harsh world, you always have the option to disable Calvin in the most realistic way possible. You can shoot him in the head and he'll disappear. Each AI you'll encounter in game will bring you different opportunities, like Virginia, for example, which is a mutant with 3 arms and 3 legs that was seen in one of the game's trailers. She's a bit shy and on the defensive, but once you have her on your side, she will be extremely useful for a lot of things, completely different things than the AI Calvin. Basically, what has been improved and changed to the max is the AI in this game. The enemy AIs all have different behaviors, each and every single one of them. Not one enemy will be charging at you without thinking of the consequences to it, because they care for their life too. They will be making active decisions based on not only the player's actions, but the situation and environment. Some will be watching you from afar, some will run away from you, while some will aggressively charge you only to back down if things don't go their way. These enemies have families and will help their fallen friends and bring them back in their caves. The devs even explained to IGN that some enemies will have leadership and will be able to create ranks and a new religion, depending on your action, negative or positive in the world, which sounds absolutely awesome and quite ambitious, but we'll have to see about that if it's actually real. Of course, at its core, this game is survival, so you have to build yourself a home. The building system is said to be the best thing in almost any survival game ever, as it allows you to create literally the base that you want, with a manual building system that doesn't throw a pre-made wall, pre-made door, or anything of the sort. You build it the way that you want it to be. Quick little example is you can bring logs of different sizes and length, which won't change when you place them on your construction, so each base of every player will be unique. That's just a quick example, but you can do pretty much anything with the building system and your defenses. Overall, this game looks massive and is much more ambitious. For more on Sons of the Forest, like the video right now and subscribe.